Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of Soft 99 Fusso Coat wax.
Lil guns down, lil guns down, lil guns down in the ground. Lil guns down, boy, or I will lay you down. Say your last prayer, and don't look back here no more. The Lord can't help you, you've gone too far for sure. I'm on the highway, hitting kinda loud, singing all the time.
So Soft 99 is a Japanese founded company that have been around since the 1950s. They've been going for a hell of a long time. I didn't know that. Now obviously the Japanese automotive sector is huge with companies like Toyota, you know, Honda, Nissan, the ones that spring to your mind. First of all, I'm sure I'm missing one there, am I? Mazda, you know, so lots of big Japanese car manufacturers, but not a lot of big Japanese known detailing kind of product manufacturers. So Soft 99 were one of the oldest and one of the first to come out of Japan. So the name Soft 99 has two kind of foundations why it was formed. The soft part of it was used because their flagship product back in the day was a soft liquid wax as opposed to a hard paste wax, which all the other kind of brands were using at the time. So it's a slightly different format of product, which was unique. So that went into the foundation of the name, Soft 99. The second part, 99, that looks like the Japanese symbol for infinity. And the word infinity in Japanese is kiu, which apparently also sounds like the noise you make when you're buffing off the wax. That's what Jackie told me from Nippon Shine. I think I've lost something in translation there, or, you know, because kiu doesn't sound like the noise when I buff off wax, but it's kind of like, in Japanese it does, so something's got lost in translation there, but that's the history of the name, if you like. So in October 2013, Nippon Shine was created over here in the UK, and the owners of that particular company were aware of the detailing scene over in Japan and aware of Soft 99, and obviously a big fan of kind of those products, and saw an opportunity to bring those Soft 99 products over to the UK detailing scene. So if you go and have a quick look at the website nipponshine.com, and I'll put a link for it in the description, you can see and purchase this whole range of products from Soft 99, and they're all a little bit different, and I've got a few of them here from just doing some kind of reviews with Soft 99 on the channel, and they've always been kind enough to kind of throw in a few extra products. The Smooth Egg detailing spray caught my eye in the detail spray test. Great slip and great texture on the paintwork. They also have this really cool sealant, which is like a mousse. So you kind of like, you spray it on and it kind of foams up, and you deliver your product that way, and I'd never seen anything like this. So they got some things you can see are kind of different to the norm, you know. So Nippon Shine brought this whole range of Soft 99 products over to the UK and distribute them through their website, which I've linked in the description. But one particular product hit the detailing scene over here by storm and has just exploded in popularity. And that product is the Soft 99 Fusso Coat. So let's have a look at the Fusso Coat product. So it comes in this beautiful kind of bespoke tin, 200 grams of product. Costs £21 for 200 grams, and we'll come back to that a little bit later on. Comes with its own applicator in there, okay? And it comes in a sealed tin that you need a screwdriver. So if we pop the product open, you can see, are we in focus? Yeah, we are. Well done. That's a rarity for me, isn't it? No. Okay, so here we have the product in front of us. The first thing you notice is kind of quite a strong aromatic solvent keeping this product loose. The product is not a particularly hard paste wax. I say it's about mid-range in terms of how hard it is, and it's well lubricated, okay? But first thing that hits you is quite a strong solvent scent. So I just wanted to show you the actual product so you could get get an idea of its consistency, okay? So look, it's not that particularly tough. Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about the chemical makeup of the wax. So speaking to the owner of Nippon Shine, he said it's primarily a synthetic wax blend. So it's not like one of these waxes which is relying on delivering a natural wax like carnauba or montan to your paintwork and using that wax as the foundation of whatever protection or enhancement that's providing. So it's not reliant on natural wax. So it's primarily containing synthetic waxes, and I think Jackie might have mentioned it uses a paraffin in there as well, which is quite a hydrophobic wax. So, but think of it as a synthetic wax is probably the easiest thing to do, even if it does have paraffin in it, which is classified as a natural wax, okay, because it's naturally occurring. Now the two other ingredients, okay, it contains a form of fluoropolymer or PTFE additive, and that additive is included in the wax. Now it's not a new thing, waxes with PTFE, you know, there's a lot of waxes you will encounter that use a form of PTFE additive. Now the PTFE additive is in there to provide high contact angle to water and a non-stick slip surface, okay? Now there are other products using similar types of additives but that don't have the same level of kind of hydrophobic water repellency that this has. So whatever form of fluoropolymer they're using in here, it's effective, and it's probably there in quite high concentrations, because this wax is renowned for its water behaviour and how it kind of pushes water off of your kind of car once you've applied it. So the next thing to talk about is, as well as providing that really strong hydrophobic coating on your car, that non-slip beading water repellent surface, and you will see lots of people who use this product take pictures of it, post those pictures up on Facebook because they love the water behaviour, okay, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The product has become popular not through some big advertising push over in the UK. It's become popular because the people that use it love it so much. The word has spread like fire, okay? But going back to the point, we know it's got the PTFE additive or the fluoropolymer additive to provide this real high contact angle hydrophobic quality, and that is almost I say almost market leading. I've not found another wax which can match the level of hydrophobic water behaviour that this product gives, okay? And I've tested a lot of them as part of these wax tests I've been doing, and not only can I not find one that gives the water behaviour like this, I can't find one that even gets close to it and maintains it as long, really, although there's a few other ones that are quite impressive. But it's you know, the water behaviour on this wax is legendary, and that's what everyone knows it for. But the next thing that I wanted to get onto, whoa, geez, I'm getting so fat, the old stool's giving way underneath. The next thing I wanted to get onto is the durability of this wax. So as well as containing this fluoropolymer or this PTFE type additive within the wax blend, they have come up with a way of locking that additive and their synthetic wax down. They lock it down so you get 12 months durability out of this wax. And there's a lot of waxes out there that will tell you they last 12 months. Not many of them do. In fact, very, 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 very few waxes can last 12 months. This product has been proven to work 12 months so many times, you know, by so many different people. No one even tries to dispute that Fusso can't do 12 months, okay? So that's the key things that I want anyone watching this review that hasn't seen this product and hasn't used it to understand about it. Class leading hydrophobic water repellency, okay, because of the nature of the additive and probably the amount of additive they've got in there, okay, relative to the blend. And another additive, a silicone based additive, that is locking in their formula and providing real extreme durability. So you get 12 months when they say you get 12 months, okay? Okay, let's talk about application, okay? So first off, I mentioned this wax is about a medium kind of hardness or consistency. It's not a really hard paste wax, and it's not an ultra soft paste wax. It's about in the middle. It feels well lubricated, nice and loose and kind of smooth, okay? And you notice that when you go to apply the wax. You will not have any problems applying the wax onto your paintwork. Make sure your paintwork, your car's been washed, obviously don't apply wax on top of any form of dirt. Get a good level of cleanliness there and apply this product, okay? Okay, so as this product is a synthetic wax that's using silicone to lock in the performance, okay? I'm just thinking about what I'm saying there because I don't know officially that it's a silicone that's locking in the performance, but it has to be, okay? It has to be. It'll be provided, it might have some forms of silicone that are also helping it with the gloss characteristics and other surface characteristics that you'll want from a wax, but something has to be locking that PTFE and locking it in hard enough. So a form of resinous silicone, okay? And if I'm wrong there, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. Now with that type of coating, you could put it on top of a sealant, it will lock in, okay, and it will last still. You could put it on top of another wax, okay, but ideally as it's a 12-month coating, you probably want to make sure you're applying it, I would anyway, to a clean, prepped surface, a surface that's been prepped by a pre-wax cleanser that ideally would have taken any existing coating off of the car. So I wouldn't be using this as a quick top-up wax to give me some gloss and water beading. Well, you could do that. I would be using this once I've done a really strong prep on the car and I've used an abrasive pre-wax cleaner to strip any product that's off the car, and then I lay this down and I get long-term durability. So you could say, oh, it's a winter waxing, is it? No, just long-term durability, whether that's winter, summer, whatever. You'll get 12 months protection. So whenever you get long-term protection, it's worth taking the time to do your prep properly, even if it isn't essential, okay? Or I say essential, even if you could get away with just applying it on top of what's previously there. Okay guys, so now I want to talk about how you should use this product, and we're getting into an area where, you know, some people might disagree or have a slightly different use on it. And the kind of things I'm talking about is, this wax is a 12-month durable coating, okay? Now, some waxes you can get and they'll only give you a month, you know, they might be natural waxes or gloss waxes or show wax format type products, and if I want to give my car some gloss, I might give it a good clean, make sure there's no dirt on there, and apply the wax even though I've got like other coatings on there. I might have a baseline sealant, I might have another wax from before, you know, I might be using a spray sealant, and I won't strip all those coatings off. I'll just apply the show wax on top and buff it out because I know it's only going to last 3 or 4 kind of weeks, or, you know, a couple of months or whatever. You get where I'm going. I wouldn't use that product like that. You know, I wouldn't just take my car with existing coatings and layer Fusso on top. Although you could, because it's a synthetic wax with PTFE additive, with a silicone, I believe, I'm guessing here, with a silicone resin that's locking down that durability. So you could top it on your other products. And then you'd get the water behaviour from it. It would still, probably wouldn't last quite as long, but it would still kind of give you good durability and do its thing. But I just use, the way I use this product, because it does give you 12 months, you know, durable protection, I tend to use it as a standalone product, so I don't use it as a topper. And I will tend to use it after I've either polished a car, you know, and then I need to put protection on it, or if I want to strip, you know, if I want to use it as a standalone product on a car with protection, I'll generally strip that product off using an abrasive pre-wax cleanser, and then use this as a standalone product because of the water behaviour. One thing you have to consider is when you've got this product on your car and on your paintwork and it's applied and it's doing its thing, if you then top it with anything else like a show wax or even detail sprays with their own forms of kind of silicone in there or whatever waxes, when you put a coating on top, you will then, your slip characteristics of this coating are buried underneath another layer of coating, and those coatings that you've buried it under might not be as hydrophobic as this, and they probably won't be as well, considering PTFE has got one of the highest contact angles to water that you can get from a substance. I think it goes up to 112 degree contact angle, and there's only a couple of other chemicals that can get higher than that. I'm digressing here, but it's quite an interesting subject. One of them's got a huge long name that I can't remember, that goes up to 115 degrees, but isn't matte suitable in coatings. Another ones are those super hydrophobic chemicals. So if you go beyond 120 degree contact angle, it gets classed as super hydrophobic, which are those fluorine based products, and they're not friendly, okay? They're volatile, and they're bad for you. You don't want to get them on your skin, you don't want to ingest them. You know, they are nasty things with fluorine in. So have you ever seen those adverts where you got like, they're advertising some new super, you know, JML super hydrophobic coating. You've got two blokes standing there with their old suits on. One of the suits has been soaked in the old JML super hydrophobic formula, and the other bloke's just a normal bloke, and they get the old bucket of crap and they throw it over both of them, and then the one with the old you know, the old super hydrophobic thing, it just bounces off of him, and the other one, he's covered in crap, you know. That's how they demo them. Anyway, I'm getting a bit carried away there. Keep the noise down. Where was I? The reason I've gone down that road is that what I'm saying is there aren't that many substances or additives that you can put into wax that will give you a higher contact angle than the kind of PTFE type additives. So that's why they are used in some waxes. The irony is they were used back in the day and they went out of fashion, and they haven't come back in fashion yet because most people aren't into it enough to realise it's associated to PTFE. But Fusso have just quietly gone about making this product and turbocharged it with whatever substance they're using, and they got great performance, so well done to them. Okay, so application and removal, and here's where it gets a bit controversial, because if something's popular, there will always be some people out there that are going to look to attack it, okay? Look to see if it's got any weaknesses and attack it. Now, first of all, application of this product. The product is a medium kind of consistency paste wax, so it's not rock hard, it's not dry, it's medium soft, it's well lubricated, it's well dissolved, it's got a strong solvent keeping it loose, okay? That means you can get that product onto your applicator with ease, and it also means it spreads well over your kind of panel. Now, the thing that catches some people out is this product is hard and dry curing, and it really does cure, okay? So after about 10 minutes, it will start going whiter and it will start going harder. So the important thing on application of this product is to put on thin coats, and I know people always say that with wax. The secret is to put it on really thin. It really is. If you put it on thick and you've got little layers of it and lines, they will go rock hard and they are a pain to buff off, okay? Especially if you ever applied it to the whole car, you went around your whole car, by the time you got back round to the front, it will have gone way past 10 minutes and you'll have rock hard product. So there's an element of kind of learning when you use this, and a few little tricks that people use to help apply it. So the number one rule about less is more is so true with this product. Put it on thin, okay, and really work it and get a thin layer of that product, and don't leave any sort of build-ups or lines of the product because it'll be hard to get off. Some people say use a damp applicator to help make it kind of more spreadable, because the water will disappear as well as the solvent, and it will just help you get a thinner layer. I don't tend to use a damp applicator, I just tend to put it on thin. And some people will say, well, kind of do it section by section. So do your bonnet, do one wing, do the other wing, and then the product's getting on your bonnet, it's probably been on for over 5 minutes and will be well on its way to hardening. You could start considering buffing it off there, okay, if you wanted to. It's not a nightmare to buff off the car, it just cures hard. Okay, so anything that cures hard is going to be a bit harder to buff off, as opposed to some of these kind of wax products don't have anything in them to kind of promote a cure other than the solvent disappearing and leaving a harder wax behind. So you put those on, they can be very easy to remove. Whereas this actually there's something in this wax that is fortifying it and locking it in, probably a resin, okay? And when that solvent disappears and you're left with the kind of whatever you're left with, which is, you know, always a dangerous area to start guessing on. You're left with a hard product, so you just need to be aware of that, but it isn't really too much of a problem, okay? But it's caught a few people out. Also, the product, I think because of the PTFE that's in it, you do not want to kind of apply it to any of those bits of black rubber or vinyl that you can see, you know, at the top of the doors, you know, the scuttle. Just keep the product on the panels, okay, and then you'll be fine. So don't try and put it on anything else other than your kind of paintwork or your alloy wheels, you know. I think that's true. I thought I'm just double checking, just sanity checking what I'm saying here, because like I say, no script as always. So that's application covered. So the gloss on this product is about mid-range. Some people really attack it for not providing gloss, okay. It was one of the waxes that were in the big mega test, and it was mid-table on gloss, okay. So there's other wax offerings that are more glossy than Fusso, but I tell you, there's a lot that are less glossy. So when I say mid-table on gloss, it's mid-table on gloss. You know, Soft 99, oh, I'm going out of focus here. Here we go. Soft 99 also have another product, King of Gloss, which had more gloss. You know, it's in the top echelons of the table, you know. So it's mid-range gloss. Hydrophobicity. It's as hydrophobic as you will get at the moment in a hard paste wax product, okay? And it achieves that by using a product that provides one of the highest contact angles to water that is easy or easy enough to blend into a wax-based product. Some of those other chemicals I talked about, and one of them I forget the name because it's some long complicated name that gives 115 degrees potentially, and the fluorine-based super hydrophobic stuff, at the moment they're too dangerous to put in waxes. So PTFE is about as good as it gets in terms of non-stick, high contact angle coating. That's why it's used at kind of like, you know, there's a million and one different forms of PTFE out there, you know, that can be heat applied, you know, that require to, you know, being melted at high temperatures to be able to apply. Stuff for real heavy industrial coatings. It's got a million and one uses. The format that's being used in a wax is not kind of like that. You know, it's a slightly different format of the product. The last performance criteria is durability, okay? Again, the product is known for delivering on durability. You can get 12 months out of it, okay? There are still things that can affect that. You can obviously deteriorate your coatings by what you put on your car and how harsh those chemicals are that you use. You know, if you use strong kind of high pH or low pH kind of products to clean your car, you can strip your coatings potentially. From what I've seen of using this product, I've been using it for a while now, it's more resistant to being stripped than other coatings as well. So, you know, on the five-star rating scale for durability, it gets 5 stars without even having to think about it. So 5 stars for hydrophobicity, 5 stars for durability, mid-range for gloss, 5 stars for value for money. At £21 for 200 grams, this product will last you years, you know, years. If you're just using it on your car and you're getting a year durability out of it, this tin will last you a lifetime. You'll end up probably using more of it than that, doing other cars, and you know, you'll get through your tins, but the value for money is fantastic, okay? So what you're essentially getting for this wax is class-leading durability, for sure. You know, 12 months durability on wax is fantastic. You are getting class-leading levels of kind of water and oil repellency, you know, hydrophobic behaviour, beading, you know, whatever you want to call it. You're getting class-leading amounts of it. It's really hydrophobic, and that's what it's renowned for doing. And you'll have seen water shots of people using Fusso, okay? You are getting all of that in a you know, for £21 for 200 grams, okay? So normally the saying is you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, isn't it? With this, you pay peanuts and you get class-leading durability and hydrophobicity. You do not get class-leading gloss, okay? If you've watched any of my wax vlogs, there's a little plug there for some of my other videos. I'm always talking about trade-offs, okay? Now, one of the trade-offs of using a micro powder format of PTFE in your wax, or micronized powder format of PTFE in your wax, will be it will not help you with gloss. This product, I've benchmarked it in a, you know, with at the Auto Glim Labs with all the other products. It was mid-table, so it wasn't at the bottom, but it wasn't at the top. It was smack bang in the middle of how much gloss it provides, okay? And Soft 99 have got products out there that are great on gloss, like the King of Gloss and lots of other things. This wax really is all about durability, hydrophobicity, and price, okay? And for those reasons alone, because it does them so well, they haven't done some big marketing campaign to convince everyone to go and buy this. The consumers, i.e. you guys and me, love it so much, the word on this product has spread like fire, and it's spreading now all around the world. And I know they're starting to get interested in America and everything. So this Fusso Coat is going global and it's taken off big time, okay? Now there's two very important things that I'm desperately trying not to forget. One of them is there'll be some people watching that are very technical. There'll be a few of you out there, there's some clever people there, and they'll be saying that the high contact angle to water isn't necessarily what you want to get the water kind of sheeting characteristics that you need, okay? And I've heard other chemists kind of talk about this a little bit. It's quite a specialised area. What I will say on this is, in layman's terms, I test every wax that I make and lots of other waxes if I'm trying to form a comparison. And I do a layman's test, and I always put Fusso on one half of my bonnet, on one half of my wing, and then the other product on the other half, and the other half of my wing. And so far, in layman's terms, what I see is if we have wet and horrible kind of conditions and there's lots of kind of water on the cars, there's lots of debris on the car because it's been windy and blowing stuff off the trees, the side with Fusso on it has less kind of water spots and watermarks, and it's just completely clear, or clearer, because it's still, there are still some things, we'll talk about that in a minute, but always clearer with less dirt and less watermarks, less bird crap, if it, you know, because it repels that as well. It's so sticky, you know, nothing sticks to Teflon, and I can spot it straight away. And I was getting excited at one point with one of my wax formulas, thinking I'm getting something decent here, and then I put it up against side by side with this, and straight away, although my product was giving good durability, good long-term durability as well, Fusso was keeping its side of the bonnet and wing completely blatantly obvious. You know, I could see it with my own eyes, a lot cleaner and clear of kind of airborne contaminants, dirt, grit, anything, you name it. It was just obvious to see that that side of the bonnet was keeping clearer than the other sides. And I've noticed it with most other products as well. So that PTFE, that non-slip, it really does work, okay? It's not a gimmick, it works. And if anyone said to me, well, you don't want a high contact angle, you want a low contact angle, you want sheeting, the proof of the pudding in my mind is the end results I see when I pitch things up against it, and nothing's been able to match it so far in terms of keeping the car clean. Okay guys, so I'm doing this video, as with everything, it's important to kind of talk about my motives. I'm doing this video because I want good content for my kind of channel, and this is a really popular product that people love, and I should have done a video about it months ago, silly me, because I always try and think what would be popular, what do people kind of search for, what's going to help grow the channel. But I'm talking about this video, and you can hopefully tell I'm quite passionate about the product, because I love the fact that it's good value for money, and I love the fact that it blows a lot of products away in terms of performance. And I love the fact it's popular without being pushed down anyone's throats. Those are winners for me. Where I'm going with this is, if you want this product, it's not expensive, but I'm recommending you go and buy this from nipponshine.com. They are the people that bought this product over, okay, from Japan, when no one had heard of it. They loved it and they wanted to bring it to the UK scene, and they brought it over, and they didn't whack a massive margin on it and try and sell it to you for a lot of money. It's still very cheap, which ties in with Soft 99's original kind of philosophy about their products being affordable, okay, but high performance. What's happening now with this particular product is there's the interest, it's caught the interest of the kind of the big guys, if you like, the resellers in the UK that sell a lot of products, and that's part of the natural ebb and flow of business and the detailing business. Very ferocious, very competitive, and if there's a margin to be made, then companies are going to try and make that margin. But I want to support the people that brought the product over in the first place, because if they hadn't have brought it over, I would have never heard about it. I wouldn't be doing this video, and there'd be thousands of people up and down the country that will be without what is a fantastic product. So if you're watching this video and thinking of buying the product, all I would say is get it from the guys that brought it over here, nipponshine.com. So thank you very much for watching this review, and I'll see you shortly on the Forensics Detailing channel. Take care.
Never thought he'd earn a living strumming an ES-175, but it held a tune and it served Pa Johnny well.
Okay guys, so one other thing I forgot to mention, you've got a dark version of this product in the black tin and a light version in the light tin. So obviously if you're using it on your pride and joy single car, and it's a black car or a dark grey car or a dark blue, a dark colour, go for the dark. If it's a lighter colour, go for the light. If you get the wrong one, do not panic, because how it affects the optical clarity is negligible. I'm very careful not to do Soft 99 a disservice by saying it doesn't matter, because there's probably something in it that means it does matter, but it won't really make that much difference. And I've seen how the product affects optical clarity in a lab, okay? So don't worry too much about the whole dark or light thing. If in doubt, and you're not buying it for your cars and you're using it professionally on a whole wide range, if in doubt, go with the dark, but it won't make too much difference.